Good afternoon and welcome to the vanEupen Arena. I'm Patrick and I'm delighted to welcome you to today's coverage of Vauxhall Motors fixture at home to Irlam. In this episode, I'll speak to Vauxhall coach Mark Cowan, striker Ben Holmes, and we'll look back at today's extended highlights as I'm joined on commentary by former club secretary Ken Triggs. Let's kick this episode off with Ben Holmes. Ben, thanks for joining us. Big game this afternoon. What are we expecting from this game?
Just looked at it, won the last three, so it's going to be a tough game. I think it was 3-3 last time, but we had a red card, so yeah, it should be a good one.
Just looking back at that game against Irlam, 3-3, it's a bit of a mad one.
We were in cruise control and then Tom Woody decided to have a fight, so made it hard for ourselves, but we got a point in the end, which we deserved probably.
The team's flying at the minute, 7 wins out of 8. Pushing up that table, top 6 is in sight now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think if we didn't have that 2-month spell where we were struggling to get a win. I think we would have been right up there. Mick's brought new faces in, so there's competition for places. So I think that's why we're starting to play better now.
Looking ahead just slightly, there's a few massive games coming up. Tranmere away in the Cheshire Cup, Macclesfield at home, and then the Macron Cup coming up. It's going to be a huge month for the club.
Yeah, these are the games we want to play in. I mean, Tranmere got relief when I was 16, so bit of payback there hopefully, but yeah, Macclesfield as well are going to bring a big crowd, so yeah, hopefully a strong finish to the season.
And just finally, when I was joined on commentary by Kev Thompson, he said he put his mortgage on you scoring penalties. You've bagged a few since then. How does it feel to be directly involved in him keeping a roof over his head?
I've tucked them off here, Leo now, haven't I? He's missing a few, so I expect Kev to say that, but he's got faith for me.
Well, good luck today, Ben. Thank you for joining us. I'm delighted to be joined by legendary Vauxhall Motors Club Secretary Kenny Triggs, who will be joining me on match commentary as well. Kenny, welcome back to the vanEupen Arena. It's good to see you.
It's great to be back. Thanks for the invite.
How good does it feel to be back at the club?
Feels good. I think when you've been here and then you're away for so long, and then you do come back and you see the changes, and especially what's been done for obviously what's taking place behind us now, the youth football. Hopefully these youngsters will lead on and probably end up playing for Vauxhall in 10 years' time.
Is that the biggest difference from your time at the club?
Except seeing the houses when I turned in. I was just saying before, when I first came in, I took a right turn, saw the houses, I thought to take a wrong turn. But obviously the facilities we're using today, the club, not much change really. The changing rooms are the same. The pitch, as always, it's got to be one, if not the best pitch around. And obviously, I think the change, obviously, in the staff. I mean, we'd all like to go on forever, but unfortunately, we can't. Some people leave through various reasons. But yeah, I think the setup is absolutely brilliant here, especially for the youth coming through.
Looking back at your time at the club,
yeah.
What's your outstanding memory as club secretary?
I think the outstanding memory is going to be with Queen's Park Rangers. Obviously the draw that gave us obviously 2 bites of the cherry. And I say 2 bites of the cherry meaning the monetary side. Obviously we played the first leg at Chester because of the segregation and the numbers that were expected. And then to have the draw and then away at QPR, and obviously that catapulted us forward to a televised game in the next round, which helped the club tremendously, because people do think that this is a money tree, and it isn't. It runs like other clubs, you know, they're not funded to the brim. A lot of people think it is because it's Vauxhall's, but no, that really helped, and that helped to achieve what was there. I know we certainly got the new floodlights out of it, and a lot of it went towards obviously progressing what was already good facilities have turned into great facilities.
And looking at today's game, what are you hoping from this Vauxhall side who are flying at the minute?
Well, I hope the weather doesn't spoil the game, because it is a bit breezy and we all know what the wind can do. But I mean, both sides have come into this game today on the backs of 2-1 away wins midweek. So they're both going to be in a confident mood. And I mean, Vauxhall sit 1 point above Irlam in the league, but Irlam have a game in hand. So this is a real 6-pointer if there was a 6-pointer. Yeah, obviously everybody's hoping for a Vauxhall win, especially with the run that they were on. I mean, when you get promoted on the back of 8 games, with 7 that you won, 1 that you drew, so you've been promoted unbeaten, and then through various reasons you start off the season in the higher level and it doesn't go true to plan. The sort of the doubt sort of sets in, but the ship's been steadied, and as you say, on a great run. If I was having a bet today, looking at where they sit, the goal difference between them, Vauxhalls have scored 1 goal more than I think it's 7 goals less, something like that. I'd be putting it down as a score draw. I hope it's a Vauxhall win, but I'm betting that I think it's a score draw.
Well, we'll see if Ken's tip comes off. As I said, he'll be joining me on commentary duties for today's match. Thank you for joining us.
Absolute pleasure.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Vauxhall Motors fixture against Irlam FC. It's a blustery February afternoon. We should really be ushering in the start of spring soon, but it's a beautiful winter's day. I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by former club secretary Ken Triggs for his commentary debut. Ken, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
And we'll hear more from Ken as the afternoon goes on. Bit of team news for you all. We'll start with the visitors today, Irlam. In goal, Lee White. Number 2, Morgan Kinsella. Number 3, Jacob Holt. 4, Alex Francis. 5, Matthew Marsh. 6, and captain, Andrew Langford. 7, Damalio Brown Sterling. 8, Ethan Cartwright. 9, Jordan Southworth. 10, Millen Brown. And 11, Babatunde Ortulana. Subs for Irlam: 12, Nicholas Taylor. 14, Logan Holroyd. 15, Matthew Arch Barnes. 16, Myson Benabia. And 17, Stephen Jack. And your motors today: in goal, Kieran O'Loughlin. 2, Ethan Goulbourne. 3, Joseph Heath. 4, Ben Dufton Kelly. 5, and captain, Thomas Mitchell. 6, Hayden Cooper. 7, Jordan Deere. 8, Leo Riley. 9, Craig Kearns scores goals. 10, Ben Holmes. And 11, Michael Berkey. On the bench for the Motors: Greg Drummond, number 12. 14, Harvey Sample. 15, Joe Brandon. And 16, Sean Mosscroft. Just before the ref gets us underway, Ken, what are you hoping or expecting from today's game?
Well, I'm expecting a decent game with obviously both clubs, Vauxhall's being just above Irlam. They both arrive here on the backs of 2-1 away wins midweek, so I'd imagine both sides are feeling confident. I just hope the wind doesn't spoil what should be a really good game. It's a real 6-pointer this. Like I say, 1 point above Vauxhall's, but Irlam with the game in hand, you know, it doesn't come much closer than that. So yeah, like I say, I just hope the wind doesn't spoil what should be a great game.
And it's Irlam who get us underway, kicking from right to left. Irlam in the blue and Vauxhall's in their customary white and navy. It's a poor clearance.
You need a tackle in.
Let's Irlam advance. Comes out to Brown Sterling. He plays the ball in. Indecision in the Vauxhall box. Still with the number 8. And it's a goal for Irlam. It's Ethan Cartwright. The ball fell to him. Bit of indecision from the Vauxhall fullback, Ethan Goulbourne. Can't get the ball away. It falls to Cartwright, and he manages to dig a shot out with his right foot to O'Loughlin's right. Keeper had no chance there, but it's poor defending that from Vauxhall, Ken.
I think again there's 4 white shirts around the man with the ball, and nobody committed to the tackle until later on, and it was too late. The ball breaks and Irlam score. You know, I've said this game needs a goal. Unfortunately, it's gone Irlam's way, but I hope that this really wakes Vauxhall up now, because they've been the far better team. Yeah, they just need to get their heads down and work at it now.
He had an overlapping defender, but he finally uses him. And it's come to Brown on the edge of the box. And he sends the shot in. It might have taken a deflection then. The deflection was enough to take it away from O'Loughlin. And it's a goal. now Irlam's position's even stronger as they find themselves 2-0 up. Disappointing play again, Ken from Vauxhall. They're just not enough pressure on the ball.
It seemed not a gift, it seemed a quite cheap goal. I mean, again, Irlam have broke down the right, they've used it, they've turned in and out of Vauxhall players, you know, there's no real challenge gone in. They've just spread the ball over, he's taking his chance, and that's what you've got to do. The old cliche, if you don't shoot, you don't score. He's pulled the trigger on it, and it's worked out for them.
Positive runner from Berkey. It's good interplay. It may fall to Brandon. It's a great goal from Brandon. It was good play from Berkey charging into the box. He interchanges the play with Harvey Sample, who plays the ball across to Brandon. And first time effort on his right foot, he curves it back the way it came. Keeper had no chance really. Vauxhall's back in it. It's 2-1 going into the final couple of minutes.
It's amazing how that one extra man up front for Vauxhall's has caused so many problems for Irlam.
Stuffed in Kelly, isn't it?
Yeah, one extra man to worry about. It's going to be interesting, as you say now, Patrick. We're looking to get this ball forward now.
Ball forces Sample with Berkey. Oh!
Once again, Patrick, as I said, the ball over the top.
It's the long ball, isn't it?
Three men up front. It's over. As I said before, it's not pretty, but it can be effective.
Sample just got the flick on with the header, and it fell invitingly for Berkey on the half volley. He lashed at it. It looked like it was going wide, but the defender was forced to knock it over for a corner. Pressure mounting on Irlam to keep Vauxhall out. The keeper is up.
Oh well.
That was last chance saloon. Irlam just about hold on. Joe Brandon got a goal back for Vauxhall, made the end of the game a bit more exciting than we thought it was going to be. But in the end, Irlam just about hold out. Okay, Mick, sum up your team's performance today.
Mixed. I thought first 35 minutes that we conceded, I thought we were really good. We moved the ball well, we created lots of chances. Couldn't take any, and then we got punished down the other end. Poor defender from us, but credit to Irlam, we went 1-0 up and held on first half. Couldn't really break them down. And second half, we were disappointed. We just huffed and puffed, and it's a fair play to Irlam. Hit us on the break and made it 2-0. Good finish from the lad. And then we just sort of lost our way a bit, and we ended up having about 5 or 6 lads up front in the end, and went for it, got a good goal, great finish from Brandon, and then we've had one great chance on me to make it 2-2 Berkey. I don't know if it was off the line by the keeper or the lad, and then just one of them days. I can't be too disappointed. The lads give me everything. We worked hard, but it just wasn't there today. As you said, that early pressure in the first half, it seemed to disappear. It's frustrating not to convert those chances. It did. It disappeared after their goal. Sort of burst us the balloon, if you like, and we just sort of lost our way for 10 minutes in the first half, and we just didn't have that aggression and tempo again in the second half. But and like everyone has, you're playing Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday training. I think the last 15-20 minutes we looked jaded, and fair play to Irlam. I thought they did a good job on us. What was the message at half time? What did you look to change? Nothing, because as I said, I thought first half an hour we were really good, and we just needed, as I said, we lost our way from the goal, which sometimes happened. We didn't react good enough, but second half we just didn't have that tempo, and we didn't get in good areas enough, and we didn't put much quality in for the centre forwards. I mean, Cairns has fed on scraps all day. We brought Harvey on to try and make a difference to up there, and as I said, in the end, I think we had 5 or 6 lads up front, and could have got something out the game in the end. But that's footy, and we're going to move on. One of those men up front was Ben Dufton Kelly. He was a bit of a handful, wasn't he? Yeah, we played him up front on Tuesday. Well, Rhodes and right wing in a 3 on Tuesday night, and we said we don't do that again. But he's just big, he's physical, and he's quick. He caused them problems when he went there, which obviously we got the goal from. So yeah, he done alright, Ben.
and you've got a run of massive games coming up now, and you're still going into them confident?
Yeah, look, you lose games sometimes that you don't deserve, and that's just football. But there's some massive games coming up. And Padium next game, you know, I'm glad we've got a week off now for midweek game. We can train Tuesday, Thursday, work on a few things what we can do better today, and then Paddy, and then the big one at Tranmere, isn't it? So there is big games coming up.